Megavanan, everybody, and welcome to the stream. My name is Talisi. There you are, and here I am. And today on MMOnday, we are doing Lord of the Rings Online. Excuse me. So today, we're getting close to when the next expansion, the Kingdoms of Harad, are going to be released. And that's going to also, I think also around that time, or not too much longer after that, they're also going to go ahead and increase the, they're going to open up Rohan for Angmar and Mordor, which is one of the servers I'm on, the Veil of the Nine mechanic. So I figured today I would just go ahead and plus, you know, it's my first stream back in about a week from Thanksgiving. Hope everyone's still stuffed. I know I am. But I figured I'd go ahead and just do some catch up, go over some old zones, work on some deeds, work on some, you know, questing in older zones to work on stuff, and just see where we're at and kind of go from there. Just kind of play from easy bit, answer any questions that you guys may have. So let's go ahead and get in. And while we're getting in, I'll go over some of the news really briefly. One of the big thing is that they have free transfers. This was just released for Cordovan today. Free transfers are available from Orcrist to both Grond and Meriadoc. Transfers from Meriadoc to Grond and from Glamdring or Peregrine to Sting are also free right now. And these transfers will remain free until the release of 46.1 in January. Please note that with the release of 46.1, we will be restoring our prior homesteading coin return rate of 90% when selling homes. However, houses that are closed automatically as part of the transfer process will continue to return 100% of their homesteading coin cost. There's information about that at LOTRO.com. And also, we got the huge Black Friday deals, which will end tomorrow. Basically, up to 85% on select expansions. Actually, let me go ahead and show you the list here real quick. And let me move myself out of the way. But as you can see here, it's 85% off the Mordor expansion, then 60 to 80% off of Minas Morgul, War of the Peaks, and Fate of Gundabad, up to 60% on Corsairs of Umbar, and up to 40% on Legacy of Morgoth. Plus, there are some coffers that are temporarily available in the store. The Rakish Patron, Rohirrim's Patron, Homesteads and Harvests, and Whimsical Patron's coffer are also available in the store. Also, double bonus points. 35% off select Valar packs. And then 75% off stat tomes and bundles, 50% off all mounts, mount bundles, and riding traits, and 40% off of all shared wardrobe and shared storage space. And then you get 30% off selected cosmetics. And, let's get that free Black Steel key. Master of Unlocking. Let's go ahead and see if I can get that to work. Let's go ahead and give that a try. I don't think I've done that one yet. And I got it. One free Black Steel key. Master of Unlocking. And on December the 1st, let you know that we're rapidly closing up on the end of the 18th anniversary gift, which is through, it's through April 1st. You're able to get the 18th anniversary gift. Also, LI Reward Track Season 16. I think we're still actually finishing up Season 15. Yes, there is still 1 day left on the current LI Reward Track, about a day and a half. Let me go ahead and make sure. I'm up to 83. So do I have a few to collect? Just 82. So I'll get those runes real quick. I might make it to 85 today and get the sealed legendary tracery, which would be cool. I don't know if I'll get all the way up to 100, which is the legendary coffer of Dreadfield Dwelling, because I've only got a day or so left and I don't play all that much. But I might get the sealed legendary tracery, which would be cool. And there's also the last day of a 10% Virtue XP boost, which is kind of important because I still have my Hobbit gifts to open up. Because as you know, every day is a Hobbit's birthday, but we are the fortunate ones to get the presents. And I have a silver and a gold available. So let's see, the silver present, 50 Virtue XP and a Tome of Tracking. And for my gold present, 200 Virtue XP and a Morale Bubble Potion. So let's go ahead and use those Virtue XPs up. There we go. There we go. Ah, that moved my empathy virtue trait to level 13. And let's see here. Problem is I'm running out of shared storage space rapidly. Okay, good. I can throw that there. Enhancement runes incomparable. I don't know if I've got space for it. Yeah, let's get rid of it. Let's get a couple of these sealed traceries. There we go. So I can move the runes over. I can move the Tome of Tracking over. And I can open up these sealed traceries. They'll just go into my sealed tracery storage, and we can throw the morale bubble. We can throw it up here in the... throw it there. Okay. Yeah, I went ahead and opened up one of the packs. I had picked up the Corsairs of Umbar expansion. So I've got some stuff that I still need to kind of figure out a place in the store for. Place in storage because I'm running out of room. Oh, yes. Hey, Desticardo, how you doing, my friend? Good seeing you. I'm just lamenting over the fact that I'm running out of storage space. Running rapidly out of storage space. All right, so let's see where we're going to go today here. Let's start back up at Eriador. I've done everything I can do in Breland. Let me show you this. I've got just about everything I can do in Breland done. So I don't have to go back to Breland. What about the Shire? Still need to complete the Life of a Bounder deed. Restoring the... some of this stuff is never going to get done. Because I'm not going to... I'm sorry. There are two deeds that this character will never complete. And that's going to be the... Quick Post deed and the Pie deed. No, absolutely not. They annoy me. So no, I'm not going to do those. So let's move on here. Where are we? In Ered Luin, looks like I've got just about everything done. And Swanfleet and Cardalon. I can go over there and just start, killing stuff because I haven't done a whole lot in Swanfleet and Cardalon yet. But I'd rather do something interesting. Let's see. Let's move up to the top here. Dunland. I still got a bunch of stuff in Dunland. So let's do that. Let's head to Dunland. So to head to Dunland, I need... I think it's Enedwaith. I'll start there. So yeah, today's going to be an easy day. We're going to head to Dunland real quick. Here's the stable master.
What is your purpose here, Tabodiad?
We'll fast travel to Galtrev. We'll start working in Dunland. Actually, there's an area, the Bone Vales in Dunland, which I have not done yet. I actually had a quest to head me there to the Bone Vales. So we'll go ahead and head there real quick and start questing. Finished Esteliden today, going for the Lowlands next. Nice. So let's see, we want to head north to the Bone Vales. Now, do I have my Bone Vales quest? Let me remove all. Yes, I do. Find a friendly face in the Bone Vales. All right, so let's start heading north. Yes, I'm not sure when the... actually, I want to say December 9th. That's what I want to say. Is December 9th is when we're going to get the next expansion release here on Angmar and Mordor. And I think sometime close to that or around that time, the Kingdoms of Harad expansion for the main servers is supposed to be released as well. That's what I want to say. And so I just figured I would go ahead and do a little bit of catch-up work. I don't really need to kill a whole bunch of these Dunlending guards. I don't think I need those. Nope. But I want to head to the Bone Vales. Because I do know there are some deeds that I need to finish in that area too. So that's why we're heading there. Questing and deeding and stuff. Well, it looks like I'm stuck, so let's start. Let's get rid of you. There we go. There we go. We should be coming up to the way of the Bone Vales very shortly. Luckily, most of these mobs are gray, so I can go right by them. Hey, including Hardfang. Let's just take him out. One shot. Ready? Oh, nope, not quite one shot. Oh, we'll go ahead and hit this backpack. Some poor unfortunate soul left the backpack. I'm afraid I can't just leave it behind, so... I think this is what I'm looking for. Yep. Hey, Del. And if you notice, I'm still working on the Shades of the Dead, Slayer of the Dead deed. So let me go ahead and get myself buffed up. Because I didn't even think on gray mobs I can turn around and get some fun to show up. And of course I want to go ahead and run my skill and slayer deed since I'm going to be working on those. Looks like I'm going to need to get some more. Alright, there we go. I picked up a quest item. This sword bears a striking similarity to those that the Dealville wield. You should bring it back at once to Bloodhooded as a encampment in the Bone Vales. Okay. I will do that. Aha! Something rotten. Nice quest name. Alright, there we go. We're getting into the Bone Vales now. Beautiful night tonight. And it kind of feels right. You know, it's a little... Where I live at, there's a little nip in the air. Kind of feels appropriate to head to a place like the Bone Vales in this sort of weather. I'll grab this coffer. another banded coffer. Oh, well, I guess I'll just have to go ahead and make myself at home there. And it looks like there's something that's nearby. An ambusher. Oh, and look at this. There's another banded coffer. Oh no, what will I do? Here we go. How far are we away from that? Yeah, we're getting there. Grab this Kellionard Scarn. So what are you playing, Destiscardo? There we go. Hunter, nice. Yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying my Dwarven Champion. It's kind of fun going through there and just watching him waylay things, but I just have a whole lot more fun on my Hunter. Just being able to go through and just, you know, peg things from a distance and whatnot just makes life a lot more fun. And he's over here at the encampment. I've always been partial to hunters. My main in WoW for several years was a hunter, and I loved it when I had my pets, especially when I got exotic pets. I thought that was great. And he's right there. Okay, now where is that friendly face that I'm supposed to find? He's that way. Me too, yeah. All I did was collect exotic pets. Yep. Once I got that opened up, that was pretty much all I did after that point, is I just went after exotic pets. You know, got the ghost crab and, you know, several of the other unique pets that were out there too. There he is. Bloodhound. That's actually who I'm supposed to turn in something rotten to. So let's go ahead and do that. So we'll do to the Bone Bales first, because that was the quest that was taking me here, where I needed to find a friendly face. But the Voriad in these lands? Who goes there? Why are you in this forsaken place? Ooh. Your standing with the men of Dunland is now at kindred level. Men of Dunland. Yep, because I had lost 300 earlier on, so now it's maxed out again. And now I have got quests within the Bone Vales, and I need to complete 30 of them. So we'll start working on them. And here's a quest, something rotten. I fear this bodes ill for us, the Voriad. It appears that there are some among the Duvel who have been complicit in raising the whites from their graves. We should warn our allies among the cairns about this foul betrayal. Okay.
The Turneth have been destroyed. I pray to the Urkwirad that we will not be next.
Mysterious happenings. You are the Voriad here. You do not belong here any more than I do. Among the Vales and cairns of the Bone Vales, a clan has long dwelled. This clan is called the Devilg, accursed in the Westron. They are oathbreakers and were driven into the Bone Vales as punishment. Recently, strange occurrences and evil rumblings have been heard from the cairns that have long laid dormant. Will you search for signs that might explain what is happening here? Journey west from here and see what you can find. And when you have found the signs that I seek, you should find my friend Charon and deliver the evidence to him. Last I saw him, he was heading west through the valley. Okay. So I will start heading west. And in this case, I need to find disturbed piles of earth and some remains. Alright, so let's see what we got here. Over this way, it seems. Yeah, I'm not sure if gray mobs can spawn ring wraiths. I kind of hope they do. Especially if they're ring wraiths at my level, that would be actually kind of nice. Here's one of the disturbed earth piles. It shows several sets of footprints. There's another one. Okay, let's see. There's there's the third one. Now I need to examine some remains. I'll grab this and let me see where those remains are at. Should be fairly close. I think I just found them. There they are right there. And I just see Charon, but let me examine these remains first before I talk to him. This body appears to have perished several centuries ago. What's this? What's the matter with Charon?
I have not seen your kind before.
It appears that we have another Devoniad in our lands. In these troubled times, sadly, outsiders seem to be the people who are most willing to give aid. If you must know, it appears as if the honored dead are being twisted and are now stirring from their cairns. That's not good.
It is not our custom to trust Devoniad, but perhaps you may be of help to me?
Scattered companions. Recently, a large army was gathered within the Bone Vales, poised to attack the Elgrigate clans of Enedwaith. However, Yorith, a great Britain among the clans, summoned the warriors south to Wolf's Cleft, ready an attack against the accursed Strawheads. Following the withdrawal of the forces, Trehir, Brennan of the Devilg, began attacking all those who would assist outsiders like yourself. My band was scattered throughout the valley. Will you seek out those who survived the attack and assist them if possible? Travel east and look among the rocks in the hills for my companions. When you have found them, return to Bloodhorn and let him know that we are safe. Okay. Excuse me. I could do that. So it looks like he's down this way. Maybe buried up and around this, hidden up and around this rock formation? No? Because I think I'm right on top of him almost. Yeah, I am. He's up here. I found him. A mysterious note. And it starts a quest, a disturbing word. This bloody note is addressed to Bloodhorn. This hastily scribbled note reads, "To those who remain, I wish you the best. For the past months and days, there have been grim portents of what is to come. Shadows are falling all around us, and we fear what may come. The cairns stir for the first time in this place. You should bring this note to Bloodhorn, and that I will. And here's Glundher, who is one of the two companions that I need to find."
The Ukwirod requires us to give welcome to Devodiad.
Aaron sent you to find me. I do not understand what has happened. Will you please let any of my companions you come across know that I escaped the Devilug's attack unscathed? Thank you, Devodiad. Alright, and let's go ahead and find the second one. He is this way. Go. Almost there. There he is.
Sleep often escapes me, for the night shadows bring fear.
We had a peaceful arrangement with the Devilg at one time. We would bring them goods and they would allow us to pass unimpeded northwards. Ever since the warriors marched to Wolf's Cleft, the Devilg have become increasingly hostile to those they saw as Devodiad, outsiders. They attacked our band and we were taken unaware. Only a small number of us survived. Alright, so it looks like I'll have to go talk to Bloodhorn and let him know. There he is. But first I'll turn into the disturbing word, that note that we found. I am relieved to hear that more survived the attack than I first thought. But I fear what is to become of this place. And now, the scattered companions. I am glad to hear that some of our band survived the Devilg's brutal attack. I swear that the treachery of the Devilg shall not go unpunished. So let's see here. I'm pretty sure none of this, this is all level 66 gear, so I'm not going to want any of it. So we'll just go ahead and grab for coin. Should be the white feather. And he's got another quest for me. Now, if you'll notice, you'll see how his is kind of a gray, which means that the quest is going to be gray. I am way out-leveled the quest at this point. So me and Brunhild will go ahead and take care of these quests. So maybe he's got 3 more for me to do. First one is called A Bit of Breathing Room.
Do not speak the names of evil things, for you will call them.
Our encampment was made up on the hill to the south of here. The devil struck when we were unaware, taking some captive and slaying many. We shall make them pay for their treachery. Will you return to our camp and defeat the devil who attacked our people? Travel southeast to the hill and follow the path along the ridge and defeat any devil that you encounter. Then return to me. Okay, I can do that. Next is a message sent.
Many foul things dwell in the shadows. I fear wolves will be the least of our troubles.
When certain clans among the Dunlending people capture a territory, they place standards there to announce their victory. When our encampment was overrun, the devil raised their standards there in honor of their victory. Will you seek out these standards, destroy them, and defeat any devil captains that you encounter there? I could do that. And the last quest is routing the devil.
The Terknuth have been destroyed. I pray to the Ukhwirad that we will not be next.
My companions each carried a signal to signify our allegiance to our clan. When my companions fell to the attack, many of these sigils were taken. Will you attempt to recover the sigils from the Dunlendings atop the hill? Yes. And of course I need to work on whites because I'm still working on the Slayer of the Dead. Yeah, I'm almost halfway there. There we go. Wow. Picked up a few of them here recently that I haven't looked at. Slayer of the Dead. I had picked up Goblin Slayer, haven't looked at it, and then all the Slayer deeds in Dunland. So let's go ahead and clear that list. So I completed, I actually completed Slayer of Dunland. Nice. Which I'm Fobane of Dunland. Deed bestowed is the Deeds of Dunland, so the Explorer, Quest, and Slayer, and I've already completed the Slayer deed, which means I'm getting all of these rewards. Or no, once I complete it, if I complete Explorer and Quest deeds, I'll get all of these rewards. And there's a total of 15 LOTRO points right off the bat for the 2 deeds I did complete. There we go. And now we're working on the advanced deed, so I need another 100 or so because I've got an accelerator in place. Each deed is counting double right now, or each slay is counting double. Go. I'm scared. That's why I have my loyal goose out. These undead are scary. Alright, so where are we looking at? Okay, now we're getting into the area. So it's up this hill here. So at least I don't want to say it's up this hill. Am I correct? Yep. There's probably a path over here. Well, we'll grab this banded coffer at least. There we go. Once I finish up here in Dunland, I may go ahead and head back to Eregion. Because I can still work on, or have some of the crafting skills there to be of some value. Save me, Brunhilde, save me. Thank you. Thank you for saving me. I appreciate it, my loyal goose. Ah, there's one of the ones that I need. And I'm collecting sigils, and there's one of the banners that I need to drop. There we go. What's this? I'll let her have her fun. We'll head over this way here. I think it's up this hill is what I'm really looking for anyway. Some more of those banners. I need to defeat Saul. I need to destroy one more standard. Need one more sigil and two more up top. There we go. Boom, one shot. I love it. One shot, one kill. Why can't more of them be that way, right? Alright, so I've completed everything that I need to complete up here. So let's go ahead and head back to Bloodhun. And we'll turn in those 3 quests real quick, and that'll be 3 more quest completions within the Bone Vales. There he is. So we'll go ahead and talk to Bloodhun here, and we'll turn these quests in. And the first one's a bit of breathing room. The defeat of the devil on the hill will show the brethren that we will not go quietly from this place. We will defend our right to trade with whom we wish. Very good. Next one is a message sent. Now that their standards have been destroyed and their captains defeated, the devil will know that we are not to be trifled with. And 37 my earring I don't need. 56 will. Okay, so 7, 2, And 2, so we'll just go for coin. And last one is routing the Divulg. You have done me a great service, Devotiad. The cowards were not sure to sully the memory of those who stood beside me in honor. And he has 3 new quests for me. Allies and enemies.
Many foul things dwell in the shadows. I fear wolves will be the least of our troubles.
The Whites and the movements of the Divulg pose a growing threat to the clans of Dunland. Several of our allies are located at Ichad Neglank, the camp of the northern Devoriad like yourself on the southern border of the Bone Vales. Will you bring word to them and warn them of the danger that the evil ones pose? Travel south along the road, then turn due east and travel up the path to Ichad Neglank. Sure, and I need to talk to Hall there, and turn in that quest. I could do that. Next is a resting place.
Many foul things dwell in the shadows. I fear wolves will be the least of our troubles.
Among the canyons to the southwest, the bodies of those that have long lain in eternal rest have begun to stir and rise up from their graves. I would know what evil causes this to happen. Perhaps if you examine the cairn entrances, you might find some evidence of the power behind this abomination. Will you do this for me? Yes, I can. South and west through the valley. I can do that. And don't remind me. And last one is Rising Ancestors.
The old woman of the mountain says we should not trust Vodiad.
Within the past moon, our ancestors began to rise from their resting places here in the Bone Vales. These once great heroes' bodies have been twisted and corrupted and attack those who still draw breath. If you journey south and west, you will come across these terrible Whites. Defeat them, for such an abomination should not be permitted to continue. I can do that. Let's go ahead and everything but Dunlending Battle War. Looks like I'm going to have to hop onto my cook and start making some more stuff here. And I got a bunch of stuff here I need to get rid of. Trophies, junk, trophies. That's... okay. Staff of Stamina. 426 to 448. Yeah, that can get rid of those. So 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Ta-da! Here's one of the disturbed cairn entrances. Here's another one. And we'll go ahead and grab this banded coffer. Okay, I've examined there. And I need to defeat 3 more Whites and then head back and talk to Bloodhunt. 6. 7. And 8. And we'll go ahead and talk again to Bloodhood, if I can actually say my words. You know, I am a professional YouTuber and Twitch streamer here. I should be able to use my English. You know, me speaky English gooder, right? So here, we'll turn in the resting place. When the whites first emerged from their graves, I had hoped someone had simply crept into their cairns and removed their bodies. However, it appears that these cairns were disturbed from the inside. I fear what this might mean for the interred. Same here. Ew. And rising ancestors. Unlike the Lich Bluffs to the north, this place has always remained undisturbed. Until now. We must discover what has caused the whites to walk among us. Ooh, striped unlining shortbow. How does it look? Ooh, actually that one looks neat. I'll keep that one just for the look. I like that. We'll keep that one for the look. Because I don't need the Sage's Tin Earring and I don't need the Ash Javelin. So we'll get the Striped Unlending Bow. Finish now. Let's go ahead and add that to the wardrobe. And type bows. Character. Cosmetic outfits. And let me go ahead and get some swords. Do I have a dagger? Any daggers? Blade of Unity look like? Ooh, that looks like a nice. Let's just do 2 Blades of Unity. How about that? There we go. There we go. There we go. Make sure everything is visible. There we go. There we go. Oh, that looks much better. I like that. That bow looks neat. Okay, Dan, I don't believe he has any new quests for me to pick up, so I need to seek out the ranger encampment of Ichad Nagalank, which is to the southeast in the corner of the Bone Vales. So we'll go ahead and head over there now, and take out a few of these bad boys on the way. Since I'm still working on my questing, and my beating. And honestly, with this hunter, not just the fact that these are gray mobs, but just any mobs in general, I actually find this to be one of the more relaxing, as funny as that sounds, one of the more relaxing sides of my LOTRO time. To me, it's just fun. Make sure I'm going the correct direction here. Due south. Okay. I'm just picking up crafting supplies, killing mobs for deeds. I can do this kind of stuff for for a while and just feel very relaxed. And I figured, you know, this would be, since we're kind of in a sense between expansions, we're almost getting Rohan, I figured this might be a good time to just, you know, go ahead and catch up on things, work on some deeds, catch up on some areas that I haven't really explored a whole lot. We'll go up this way. What's this? Oh, I can climb it. Let's see what's up top. A whole lot of nada. I had to find out. Ah, the ambusher. There we go. You're not gonna get past me, buddy. And we are about 100 meters away, so we'll go up this little path right here. Here we are. And I picked up a new deed, exploring the Bone Vales. The Bone Quarry, Plasmaru, Ichad Naglang, Lahan Bak, and Lahan Gogled. And we'll pick up the Stable Master.
Greetings to you.
There's a Forge Master, a Healer, there's Hall, and there's a Millstone. I might pick up the Millstone just temporarily. Only a few hours ago, Ichad Naglag was attacked by the Divilg. Those foul vermin took my friends captive, but I was able to fight them off in the end. Six, 2, 5, so grab that. And he's got at least one more quest for me.
Do not speak the names of evil things, for you will call them.
Missing persons. Several of my companions were taken from this place following the attack. I was able to fight off the last of the Devote, but I need help to rescue my captive friends. Will you help me? If so, let me know when you are ready to leave. A solo instance. I will definitely accept. Let's get fully buffed up here. There we go. Alright. I had discovered the Devote's trail. I have not gone too far, I think. I believe you will find them on the ridge to the north. And I think I can go ahead and get... Ooh, that's a Cook's decorated scroll case. We want to hold on to that. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 4, 6, 7. There we go. Alright, let's head into the instance.
Many have recently been taken captive by the Dive League. I fear a
Dive League.
grisly fate will befall our allies if they are not found and rescued quickly.
Dive League. Okay. Defeat 3 sentries. And that one had a quest item on it. Deeds and words. The note reads, seek out any Devotiyad and drive them from this place. There are 2 encampments. Capture as many as possible. Kill the rest. Treher. Hall at Ichad Naglank will be interested in this note. Definitely will take that note. Okay, so there's the sentries. Now I need to talk to 3 people. Well, there they are. Because it's an interest, they're automatically set to aggressive, regardless of level state. There's Mare.
Greetings. Will you
This-
remain here long?
This place was once sacred to our ancestors. These Devil have betrayed this place and their people. I thank you for your assistance. Thank you for freeing me from those accursed betrayers. And a member of the Grey Company.
Welcome and well met, my friend.
Thank you for releasing me from the Devilg. I will speak with you again at Ichad Naglank. Now I need to defeat Girwin, who is their boss. There he is. And now he's defeated. I need to go ahead and clear off my quick slot bars. There we go. Alright. Need to speak with Howl. There he is. Thank you for rescuing my companions. We are regrouping at Ichad Naglank. Follow me. Deeds and words. I should have known. Treherne the Divilg is a vicious monster. Chess piece. Restless Black Stone is Might, Vitality, don't need it. 6, 940. Yeah, we'll grab Shapeless Black Stone. And then the other one is Missing Persons. With our allies now freed, we can begin to investigate what is happening here. Actually, I know who I want to talk to. Where did he go? Naglank, right here from the Grey Company.
Hail, friend. May I have a moment of your time?
Thank you for coming to our rescue. Several of the local Toon landings have played an important role in bringing members of the Grey Company through the Bone Vales. These fine people have risked their lives to help us, and we must do the same in kind. I would have you seek out the Divilg and lay them low, both to avenge the folk who have fought at our side and to secure our passage through the Bone Vales. Travel north and up the hill. There you will find the remnant of the patrol that attacked us. Bring me their sigils as evidence that the deed is done. Shouldn't be too far away, right? Yeah, less than 100 meters, so it's right up there at that hill. Because there's the sigil, so I just need to defeat 5 more of the Divilg. Ow! There's another one. Oh no, there's not only a Caledonian scar, and there's a heavy banded coffer behind me. Oh no, whatever will I do? Okay, there's no only whites here. We'll head back over and see if I can defeat the last 3 back over here. Hopefully they've respawned or new ones have appeared. So white, not really who I want. There's one right there. Oh no, that's another white. That's not who I want. Since I'm still working on that deed to slay the undead. There's another corpse. There's an archer. That's one of the ones I need. And there's the last 2. There we go. So now we'll head back to Ichad Naglank and turn in that quest.
Greetings, friend of the Grey Company.
With the patrol scattered, we should be able to learn what is happening here in the Bone Vales. And he has a new quest for me, and doesn't look like anybody else does, so we'll just talk to Ned Glenn. And he's got two, Finding Rest and Rising Tide. So we'll start with Finding Rest.
The Grey Company is grateful for your aid.
There have been reports of wights rising from the ancient cairns that is in line with the Bone Quarry. These cairns have stood for generations, unsullied until now. We must find a way to close the cairns. Will you seek out the cairn openings and seal their entrances? If so, travel down the path then east to the Bone Quarry. When you've sealed them, find Ilar and tell him of your deed. Okay. And the next one is Rising Tide.
May go on and stay a moment and speak with me.
Before our encampment was attacked, several of our allies were investigating the rise of the dead in the Bone Quarry to the east. According to their reports, unlike in the Lich Bluffs, the Dunlending ancestors were laid to rest here have never stirred until now. In respect to my Dunlending friends, will you seek out the wights of the Bone Vales and lay them to rest? When you have done this, seek out Ilar at his encampment at the north end of the Bone Quarry. I can do that. I'm just double checking. Nobody else has any new quests. Yeah, there's one wight in the Bone Quarry defeated. And that one had a quest item on it. A glimpse of the fall. The chain link that sits before you radiates an eerie glow. The link is a crude design and appears to have several sigils etched into it. Perhaps you should take the link to Ilar to see if he can discover its origin. Yeah, it can't go in, so it just looks nice. I think somewhere around here is where the second... Oh, I'll let you take it. I'm not that picky. There's Ilar. But I want to go ahead and find the other... I want to defeat the other wights and seal the other cairn openings first before I go back to him. And here's Plasmaru. That's one of the places that I need to discover. Okay, where are the other two cairn openings that I need to close? There's the second cairn opening. We're going to get this closed. And there's the third. And a wooden chest. Now, you know me, I don't let a wooden chest go by without being opened, so. Okay, not bad. And here's the last of the cairns that I need to seal. Alright, so let's head over to Ilar. Ilar is right around this corner here. There he is. So we'll turn in these 3 quests. A Glimpse of the Fall.
Greetings. Will you remain here long?
This chain link appears to be a piece of several larger chains that was sold recently to Treher, Granian of the Divalg. This link seems to have undergone some dark rite to bind a fell spirit to the body of one of our ancestors. Oh, that's not good. I don't like it. Okay, but we'll grab it. Next is Finding Rest.
You are welcome here, as long as you do not trouble us.
With the carrot sealed, fewer of the whites can emerge to stalk the land. It is a shame that this came to pass. And Rising Tide.
Greetings. Will you remain here long?
The plight of the Bone Vale saddens my heart. The bodies of those that have passed on should not be fouled in this manner. I weep for those who have fallen. I do too. I do too. Let's see. 7, 2, and 6. Ooh, it's a thin blade. What does it look like, though? I've already got one that looks like it. We'll grab that one. And then he has 2 new quests for me. Link in the chain and throw the yoke.
Hear me out, Devodiad, for I have a tale to tell.
Among the remains of the creatures that we have dispatched, several chain links have been recovered. These links hold the key to the travesty that has occurred here. Will you bring me any of these links that you may find while dispatching the whites plaguing Plasmaru? Sure. And throw the yoke.
As long as the sun shines, you are welcome here.
These are sad days for our people, Devodiad. Those who went before us and guided us for generations are being defiled by those who betrayed us. I fear that Plasmaru, the cairn of our greatest leaders, has fallen as well. But it may be that you will learn more of the evil there. The entrance to Plasmaru lies to the east. Travel there and defeat the whites, which stand guard outside of its entrance. 10 whites and the Asgarden captain. We'll grab this banded coffer. So I just need 2 more whites. And then Plasmaru. There we go. How close am I to... Well, 158 of 200, so we're making progress. Having double time on my skill and Slayer deeds is always nice, though. So, 2 new quests to turn in. First one is Link in the Chain.
Greetings. Will you remain here long?
Sadly, these chains are indeed the ones that were gifted to the Divalg. I fear that this might be so. But I am unsure how this is done, but we must do what we can to prevent our ancestors' bodies from being befouled further.
The Ukwirad requires us to give welcome to Devodiad.
I hope that with the defeat of these abominations, our ancestors will be left to rest. Thank you for your aid. And let's see, that is 6, that is deuce, and that is 6. Okay. And he has a new quest for me. Let me go ahead and go through my inventory here real quick. There's a Supreme Cook scroll case, so we'll go ahead and save that. Jeweler will save. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Ta-da!
Even the Ucluth have need of help on occasion.
With the recovery of the chain links, I have no doubt that the Divalg are indeed complicit in the raising of the whites here in the Bone Vales. This must not be allowed to continue. Return to Neglank at Echad Neglank south and west of here. He will wish to know what we have learned. There we go. And there we go.
Welcome and well met, my friend.
While the attack of the Divalg was unexpected, I fear that I must agree with Ilar. These chains confirm that Traherne Brennan is complicit in these actions. One of our allies, Rushu, is actually his daughter, and I now fear for her safety.
The Grey Company is grateful for your aid.
Before our imprisonment, we had heard rumors that the Brennan and the Divalg, Traherne, was begun to fall to dark influences. His daughter, Luchu, fearing the decisions that he was making, sought assistance from us. Recently, she has become missing, and we fear the worst. One of our scouts saw her being brought to Plasmaru, which certainly bodes ill for her. Will you enter that terrible place and find her? Speak with me when you are ready to leave. And here's a solo instance. Let's go. Very well. May the Valar light your way in that dark place.
A great number of the Dive League was seen entering the Great Cairn, Plasmaru. Perhaps it is here that we might discover what causes the dead to stir in the Bone Vales.
Yeah, I needed to fight 5 whites within Plasmaru. And the white captain. What does this do? Let's leave it alone for now. Let's not... There's the view with white captain. Use the levers to open the gate. Okay, so now we'll use the levers to open the gate. Discover what is causing the whites to stir within the bone veils. Moston, Luchu, and there's Trehan Brennan, so here's where they are. Let's see what's going on. How dare you interfere with our work? My daughter is a trivial place to pay to reclaim what should have been ours ages ago. Finish the ceremony while I deal with these meddlers. Why must I suffer these interruptions? Do you not realize that you are but puppets in my hand?
You're welcome here, as long as you do not trouble us.
Untie me, Devotead, and I shall lead you out of this place. You should return to Ichad Naglank. And there's Naglank right there.
Your aid is welcome, friend.
Luchu has been one of our allies since we made our way into the Bone Vales. Her release bodes well for our chances of escaping it. However, her father's fallen to darkness, and the foul creature whose machinations were the cause of it may lead these poor people to unending torment. Five. Two crests, which actually should bring me almost to the 20 that I need. Because I need 2 more places in exploring the Bone Vales. And quests in the Bone Vales, I am up to 23 of 30, so I need 7 more. So he's got 2 more for me. Final Rest and Scatter the Ashes.
My Govanen, stay a moment and speak with me.
Along the valley wall above the bone quarry, a small set of cairns trail further to the west. A large number of whites have been drawn to this area for some unknown reason. Can you seek out the whites in these cairns and banish them from the Bone Vales? It is troubling that the foul demons have begun to move more freely. Travel eastwards along the ridge above the bone quarry and follow the valley to its end. There you will find the cairns in question. When you've done this, seek Mare among the caverns. and scatter the ashes.
May go on and stay a moment and speak with me.
I have spoken with my Dunlending allies, and they seem to have a belief that spreading ashes before the cairns of the dead will prevent the whites from escaping their tombs. Though I have many doubts of the veracity of this claim. Nevertheless, I have promised that this task will be performed before I leave this place. Will you help me? Actually will. And any new quests? Hall has nothing. Okay. Oh no, not only a banded coffer, but a backpack. Oh no. What will I do? Ooh, 4 more chunks of Killian Scarn. I can definitely use that. And speaking of which, we'll get this Killian Art Scarn deposit. It looks like we're heading in the correct direction here. And there's the Slayer of the Dead advance. 200 dead in Dunland. 5 more LOTRO points, some runes, some virtue experience. I could definitely live with that. There we go. That's what I was waiting for, was the 5 LOTRO points to become claimed. Not too bad. 20 so far today. I should be coming up to the secure entrance right there. That's what I was waiting for. Maybe we'll go ahead and sprinkle the ashes. Look at that crushed vessel in a second. The remnants of the ancient vessel before you are inscribed with crude runes. Perhaps you should deliver the remnants to Mayor among the cairns. I can do that. And there's 3 more quests to turn in. Mayor should be right there. So I got 3 quests to turn into him. Or her. First one is Final Rest.
The Uch requires us to give welcome to the Duvoriad.
Thank you for sending these abominations to oblivion. Their evil they represent cannot be tolerated in these sacred lands. Scattering the ashes.
Greetings. Will you remain here long?
The ashes you spread should prevent more of these abominations emerging from the cairns. I thank you, Devodiad.
The Uchgwairad requires us to give welcome to the Duvodiad.
Now these pieces appear to be from an ancient urn of my people. These remnants speak of a place to capture a darkness that whispers to others. I wonder what that means. Probably something not good. And she has another quest for me.
Even the Uchluth have need of help on occasion.
I think the message upon this vessel may explain what has happened here. Perhaps in ancient days a great evil was captured and bound to this place. Unfortunately, it would appear that the Daivulg have fallen prey to that evil. If you would, excuse me, bring news of this message to Neglang. Perhaps he will know better what it means. Okay, up there, I do believe. Hammer of Stamina. No. And 6.
Greetings, friend of the Grey Company.
This vessel appears to be similar in nature to one in an old story which was told by an ally of ours in the Lich Bluffs. It is said that a vessel of this nature was sighted many years ago in the possession of a Clan Brennan who planned to betray his hosts in a most foul manner. It is said that it influenced his actions and caused the destructions of his people, for they were branded Oathbreakers. I fear that the Daivulg are descendants of these Oathbreakers and that their Brennan, Treherne, has fallen under the same influence as his ancestor. Speak with Luchu at her camp to the west. She is Treherne's daughter and may actually know more. I can probably do that. Okay. We will hop on my goat and head to the camp. There we go. Are we 100 meters? Yeah, almost there. There's her hut. And there she is.
I have heard the wails of the Kuthral in the night.
Ah! Thank you for rescuing me from the thing that my father has become. I believe the ranger may be right. Several moons ago, in the depths of his anger, my father must have been preyed upon by the foul spirit of this legend. It pains me to know that my father has not learned from what happened in ages past. My hope is that I can rally my people from his influence, that we might depart from this place. Perhaps we may yet reclaim our clan name of old and divest ourselves of the name Divulg. And she has 3 new quests. Fell the banners.
Do not speak the names of evil things, for you will call them.
From this vantage point, I can see new standards flying in the valley below. These standards seem to indicate that my father may be seeking new allies to renew his fight. Will you go down to Lehenbach and tear down these standards? That, perhaps, will embolden the people against my father's tyranny. I can do that. And actually, Lehenbach is one of the 2 last places I need for the Explorer of the Bone Vales deed. Inspire Hope.
The old woman of the mountain says we should not trust the Voliard.
In the village below Lehenbach, there are 2 influential elders that guide the people. These folk have been pressed into assisting my father and his men against their will. Will you speak with the elders, Nia and Paru, and see if they would be willing to put aside the fouling of our ancestors? I can do that. And last one is Quell the Overseers.
The Turkluth have been destroyed. I pray to the Uchgwaira that we will not be next.
My father has sent many of his brutal men to Lehenbach to quell any murmurs of rebellion. These men are the worst of our people, and their support of my father's actions must not go unpunished. Will you put an end to the tyranny of my father's men at Lehenbach? I can definitely do that. Defeating foul men is my specialty. Alright, let's go ahead here and see what we can do. And there's one of the elders I need to talk to.
Drogavar and Kunanoon hunt at night.
In the past, we have always served Frehan Brennan without fail. His rule was difficult but just. However, he now views our people as cattle and presses us into service with these evil men. We cannot openly fight against his might, but would assist those who would depose of him. Well, that's good to know. Excuse me. Excuse me, I'm sorry about that. Ah.
I have not seen your kind before.
In the past, Trehan Brennan was able to rally our people and retake what was once our birthright. But then the warriors abandoned us. I fear what has happened to our once great leader. Okay, those are all the quests, so now we need to go back and talk to Luhu. See if I can get up this way. Yes, I can. Fell the banners.
I have heard the wails of the Kufral in the night.
With the banners removed from the village below, we have sent a clear message to my father's forces that their tyranny shall not be tolerated. Inspire hope.
Sleep often escapes me, for the night shadows bring fear.
I should have known that my father was doing this, but he kept his plans from me. I am glad that the elders of Lienbach will stand with me against the monster my father has become. And quell the overseers.
Evil things stir in the night.
With the overseers opposed from the village below, we have sent a clear message to my father's forces that their tyranny shall not be tolerated. And there is 30 quests within the Bone Vales. 5 LOTRO points, 30 marks, some virtue experience, and there's the LOTRO points right there. Not bad, 25 today just for doing the Bone Vales. Two new quests, break the sentries and capture the stores.
Many foul things dwell in the shadows. I fear wolves will be the least of our troubles.
My father has many sentries that patrol the outskirts of Lian Golded below. These sentries are among his most trusted men, and they have been responsible for defiling the cairns. Will you seek out these sentries and drive them away? Yes. And last one is capture the
Do not
stores.
speak the names of evil things, for you will call them.
Among the scattered homes below, my father's men have stolen supplies and food. The food was taken for his soldiers, leaving the people of Lienbach with little to sustain themselves. Undoubtedly, my father has taken the food to Lian Goglid, which lies on the road to the north. Will you go there and recover it? Yes. And there's exploring the Bone Vales. I have found 5 points of interest. 5 more LOTRO points. That's 30 so far today. Not bad. That's just for doing one zone. As well as all the other questing and other rewards and stuff that I've picked up. And wooden chests. Okay, let's head back to Luchu at her hut. Break the sentries.
Rugavar and Kunanoon hunt at night.
With the sentries scattered away from Lee and Goldhead, we have the opportunity to strike into the heart of the encampment and confront my father.
Rugavar and Kunanoon hunt at night.
This food will be distributed among our people, Duvoliad. Thank you for recovering it from my father's men. 6, 6, 8. Seven.
The Tuchluth have been destroyed. I pray to the Uchwirat that we will not be next.
The time has come for me to confront my father and make him atone for the evils that he has committed. Our people have suffered, and our lives may well be forfeit because of his actions. Will you travel with me to Leon Golded? It shall be dangerous, but it is a danger I am willing to face. If you wish to accompany me, speak when you are ready to leave. We'll go ahead and get a little buffed up. Let's go confront her father.
With the source of the unrest uncovered, Luku prepares to enter Lon Goglith and confront her father Trehan, a task she dare not attempt alone.
It appears that my father has fallen completely under the sway of the Mostan and has driven away all of our people from the village. Look, he is protected by the abominations that walk the cairns. Go and clear a path so that I might confront my father. And I also need to destroy banners. And there's one. White hand banners. Yes, definitely defeat those. Get rid of those. Those things are ucky. It is time, then, that I confront my father and make him atone for his deeds. Thank you for all of your help. Father, come forth and face me. Father, you have fallen under the influence of an evil spirit, a Kutrail of terrible might. How could you betray your people so? Daughter, how dare you challenge me? Can you not see that I need... Yep. Uh-oh. There's Mostan. Yep. The Huntsman. I haven't seen him in a while. Mostan, you have wrought enough damage upon the people that dwell in this place. While neither man nor beast may harm you, it is within my power to do so. You will be banished from this place for the damage that you have wrought. 2 peoples have been cursed due to your meddling, but no more. Luhu, daughter of Trehan, your people will remain free, provided you undo your father's work. Uhu, lead enchanter from this place. There are things that I, and I alone, must do here. The Wild Huntsman is revered by all the clans, for he rules over the Myriad. His judgment is final and exacting. We should leave this place immediately. He's not moving. I don't like that. Well, come on back up to your hut, woman. Okay, maybe I can talk to her again. Move the quest forward. Well, come on. Come on. There we go. I just needed to go back to the gate again. Now I can talk to her.
I have heard the wails of a Coothrowl in the night.
I wish that my father could have understood what was happening to him and what he had become. At least the creature that preyed upon him will never again return to this place. I hope there will come a time that I might lead my people away from this place, for we have paid far too great a price.
Many foul things dwell in the shadows. I fear wolves will be the least of our troubles.
So you leave us to make for Drumdreng? I know a little of that land, but I hear it is mostly uninhabited. If you wish to explore it, that is up to you, of course. You can find it by traveling south through the morn shores of Enedwaith, though there may be other paths for which I am unfamiliar. It is a stark land in the northwest of Dunland. Let's see where we need to go. Oh! All the way over there. I think I've already been there, actually. Truth. And to Galtriv, and I should be able to find a horse over there.
You are welcome here, as long as you do not trouble us.
No stable masters down there. Closest one is Ichad Devarun. And I can't even get the launch through there, can I? No. Okay, do I still have my port to launch? Probably not. Hondarian. Hondarian should be... Yep, right there. We'll take it. Then I might be able to find a ride closer. Ah! And I have, within Enedwaith, I had found the Path of the Great Company. I found 5 locations to the Great Company. So there's another 5 LOTRO points right there. Okay, I'll take it. I'm not going to say no. And I can now known to be Ambassador of the Great Company. Ooh, I actually like that title. Let's make that one active for a little while. And I already added the 5 trip points. And this is a skirmish camp and a delving missions location. I need to find where the... Ah, down there. There's the stable master.
How can I be of service?
Each had Devaroon. Right there, Swift Trap. Alright. And now we need to head pretty much due south. And it's probably a couple thousand meters away. Yeah, almost 2,000 meters. I'll mount up on my horse because I don't believe there's anything in this zone that I need. This is Enedwaith. Well, I need to discover the Hobbit lamp near Onegpulth. And I've got Gweaver Slayer, Half-Orc Slayer, and Wolf and Shadow Wolf Slayer to work on. I got the wood trolls. And always got the Illidan. Alright, we're making some progress. I already got these trolls. And these wolves. Duvespot. The North Pass. I'll grab this Kalianord Scarn. To Tomb Ring.
I have not seen your kind before.
I've already completed all the quests here. That was just to take me here. But as you can see, I've already completed it all here. Because I've been here before. So that was just a cleanup quest. Alright. So where do I need to go in Dunland? Wrong. Here we go. Explorer of Dunland. I need to explore Carriglin and the Starkmoor. And I've only got one more pot to find in Carriglin, which is Munfaril's Shrine. So down here at Barnavon. Let's see if I can get a ride to Barnavon from
The
here.
Uachwairad requires us to give welcome to the Duvoriad.
No, but I can probably get there from Galtriv. So we'll port to Galtriv. And we'll take the ride down there to Carriglin. Barnavon.
You are welcome here, as long as you do
And
not
swift
trouble us.
travel. There we go. Okay. Now, to explore Carriglin, we need to find Munfaril's Shrine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up Firefox, LOTRO, Munfaril's Shrine,
I let him in earlier, so.
and its location is... And what I'm doing is I'm using my wayfinder, way, target, 83.8 south, and 16.7 west. And this is one of those add-ons that I use a lot in this game. And basically what it does is you plug in the location, you get this little arrow, and you can move the arrow around wherever you need to. I like it right there, so it's near in a central location. And it's 200 meters away that way. And about every 30 seconds or so, you can reset it and make sure you're heading in the correct direction. we go. And I think that's it right there. And there's 7 points in Carriglin. So that's going to net me, completes that deed for another 5 LOTRO points. An ancient placard. Starts the quest of Munafil's warning. Now, do I need quests here in Carriglin? Let me double check. Quest in Prenguida and in the Starkmoor. Okay. So I need to complete a bunch of quests in the Starkmoor. And just a couple quests in Prenguida. So, but I think at this point we will go ahead and stop here. I would like to thank everyone for joining me today. I think we had a great time. Accomplished a lot, cleared up a lot of deeds, picked up a bunch of extra LOTRO points, and got myself a little more set up for the upcoming expansion, opening up Rohan. Let me see if I can find out real quick when that's going to open. That's going to be on the LOTRO homepage. That's going to be the public event schedule. And let's see if I can check it real quick. I'm not seeing it on the schedule. So it might not be, and hopefully it will be soon. But I do see that the Yule Festival is going to be starting on the 11th. And that's going to be running through the 5th. Let's see, Hobnanigans is going to start on the 4th. The Hardtack crafting event is currently going on now through the 8th. And there's going to be a 25% XP boost across the board starting the 4th through the 8th. And then a crafting bonus from the 11th through the 15th. So I'll have to, maybe it's going to be in the forums when they're going to open up the next expansion here. We'll do a quick search for Rohan. Let's see, Rohan and newer than November 1st. Let's see. The new expansion will hit all servers but Mordor and Angmar. Rohan will hit, and the level cap will go up on Mordor and Angar. I think it's going to be December the 3rd is what I want to say. I think they're moving it to December 6th. So yeah, when the new LI reward track opens up on the 6th, I think that's when they're going to be opening up the Rohan expansion here on Mordor and Angmar. So we'll have that to look forward to. That'll increase the level cap a bit, open up a whole new area, and now they're also going to be shrinking the expansion time frame to 1 month instead of 3. So because of that, I'm going to be spending more time in LOTRO because I'm not going to rush this. Luckily for me, being a hunter, I don't have to worry so much about the warhorse stuff. I can take out those mobs at range with pinpoint accuracy and good damage, so I don't have to worry about it because I went through it all on my other hunter on Peregrine before it was Landraval. So I was able to go ahead and just tear through Rohan on my hunter, not even worry about the warhorse stuff. I only did the warhorse stuff when I needed to do it, because there's certain times you have to use a warhorse to do certain things. So we'll go ahead and take care of all that then. Oh, by the way, Destacardo, congratulations on your 10 stream streak, my friend. Congratulations. Good seeing you. So that's going to be on the 3rd. Today is the 6th. Today is the 1st. So we will go ahead, and my stream on Wednesday will be my last ketchup day, I do believe. Maybe mustard, maybe a little bit of mustard there, not all ketchup. And then we'll be getting ready for Rohan, and I'll move myself to where the quest giver is. So, I would like to thank again everyone for joining me today. Had a great time. Let me see, who is doing Lord of the Rings online real quick?
Implementation science, which...
Let's see if anybody is... Oh! LOTRO stream is currently up. They've got the Adventures with Elda on Umbar Fun. So they haven't been on for very long, so we'll go ahead and pop over there. So again, I would like to thank everyone for joining me today. Have a great time. Take care. Be safe. And I will see you all very, very soon, my friends. Goodbye.